Good morning, guys. So, Tracy's making it very clear that she's ready to move on, and we knew this was going to happen, right? She never stays anywhere very long. I think what Tracy does is she wears out her welcome. I think she comes in, she likes to change things, she likes to tell people how to do things, but in this case, I think it's not only that, but Tracy's a little jealous of her niece's new boyfriend. So Tracy went live a total of maybe 5 or 6 times yesterday, starting at 6 a.m., which is a little unlike Tracy, huh? But not so much if you think about it. She's trying to prepare to leave. So whenever Tracy, gets back out on the road or thinks she's going to need money or donations for things, she goes live more. So let's take a look.
In front of my camera. Thank you very much.
What are you talking to?
I'm talking to a live audience. It doesn't matter, Nosy. You don't know anybody I know. Who you think I'm talking to?
Now, she already has said before that, she would be in big trouble if these kids were caught on live. Doesn't even want pictures on live, okay, of these kids. These are her great nephews, okay, that she's supposedly the nanny for. If you think that Tracy is a little sarcastic sometimes when it's just her she's talking, when it's just her talking, listen to how she talks to these children.
Gotta be nosy about it. Hey. Hi, Jackie. Welcome in. Hello, Bruce. Thank you so much. Yeah, I worked on it today. It's not natural today. It's a lot of hairspray. I didn't even know they made a rave number 5 until I went and bought it. I'm catching up. Hello, everybody that has come in. It's good to see everyone. It's like my last free day that I'll just be able to do this for a while. I know I'm going to be like trying to figure out that new job and things that are going on there. Is there something in that pocket? But right now it's like trying to catch up on the things that'll be here that we'll be behind on. Thank you. Yeah, I am going to be a vegetarian that is flipping burgers at the Burger Barn. That should go over very well, Oops. That didn't work. I'm telling you. Trying to get the holder to hold it up a little bit straighter. But it's not exactly going how I planned. Just if I'm going to multitask and get a live in, then I figured I better do it while I'm doing this. It's almost time to make lunch for the kiddos. They go back to school tomorrow. Well, I'm going to give it a try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand up that long on concrete floors, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle all the smell of burgers right there, but we will definitely give it a try and see what goes on. I'd like to get my own vehicle, maybe another minivan, and get back on with my own life. When you're living in other people's houses, it's always their rules and how they want to do things. So your own beliefs and feelings kind of have to go by the wayside to coexist, cohabitate. So I'd like to get on my feet a little bit enough to be able to carry on my own life. And the kids are going back to school, so she doesn't really need me as much anyway. So we'll see how that works. I try to do a lot around here to keep her from having to do so much because, you know, being a single mom and handling everything is already as much as one person should be able to have to handle. So I really do try. Thank you for the congratulations. I was seeing if I missed anything. My eyesight's not doing so great back here. And I'm in the way because, like, when my nephew comes home, I'm in his bedroom, and now he's like, just take the bedroom. And so now I feel bad because then he's in between bedrooms, and he pays most of the mortgage and stuff like that with her. So, you know, I feel like I'm in the way, and I don't want to outstay my welcome so that I'm allowed to come back and visit and see the kids grow up as they get older. I appreciate the time I've been here, but I don't want to stay too long. It's not necessary for me to be here. Although I do a lot. I try to keep the dishes caught up and stuff so that she doesn't have to do that, and the laundry and the vacuuming. But on another note, that's mostly Bella's fault that we have to vacuum so much. All her long hair. Right now I'm trying to get the laundry folded and caught up, and then I did the dishes last night before I went to bed, but there's already a sink full, so I need to get that going again. It's about lunchtime for the boys, so I need to make them a plate of lunch. But they did a barbecue yesterday, so there's lots of leftovers from that, and there's spaghetti leftovers that we need to, like, eat up before they can't be eaten anymore. So lots of things that are quick to make today. This morning we did eggs and bread, and, well, I wanted to make toast, but they're like, just bread with butter. So that's how we did that. The local pool is shut down except on weekends now, so we can't do that unless it's a weekend. Thanks for coming in here. Thank you for posting the tap thing. Said, hello. Thank you so much, Said. See how much laundry I have. I shouldn't have done that. I just knocked the whole stand over again. This is how much laundry we've got right now done that needs to be caught up, folded and stuff. I still have the dryer going if you can hear it in the background. So just trying. Even if I don't get it all done, it's no biggie. Whatever I get done is a big help. That might need to go back in to get some of them wrinkles out. It looks like a work shirt. Work shirts should not be wrinkly. So I don't know. Even if I don't have something to talk about, I'm just going to leave the camera going while I'm doing the laundry and the things at the house today, because I'm not going to be able to do it while I'm at the burger place for the rest of the week. I heard there's a receptionist job going on, but I don't know how well I'll do at that since there's typing involved, and I'm not a person that is electronically motivated. I never learned how to do those things. I did learn how to fix a starter though, so it's not like I'm useless. I just have different talents. Try not to put those underwear up there on camera. That's not nice. They're not mine either, so it's definitely a thing to not do that. I hope y'all caught my video this morning. That rainbow was amazing. Every time I went to video it, it looked like it was this silver portal underneath the rainbow. Like an arch with a silver portal. Try to figure out which boy's shirt is which one. They're pretty close in size. One is tall and lanky and the other one is short and stocky, so their shirts are about the same size. I'm telling you, a house full of boys is, I think at this age, at the age of like 7 and 9 and that age group, is much harder than having a house of girls. But then it switches whenever they become teenagers. At least at my house it did. When they became teenagers, then the boys got a lot harder, or the girls got a lot harder than the boys then. Right now it's like the boys always want to wrestle and fight. And they want to fight you on everything. What do you mean I cannot be Superman flying across the new couch? Well, you can't. Your mama said so. Well, I don't think so. You mean like this? And they'll stand back up there and fly across the couch here. Yep. Yesterday I had to actually wrap my arms around one of them and lift him and be like, okay, you're going to the corner. And they're pretty heavy at that age. They're not little spry chickens no more. Do y'all want leftover barbecue stuff, or do you want leftover spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Okay, spaghetti. Alright, I'll get to that in a second. That makes it way easy on me. I was hoping you would say that. I wish I could turn that light on for a little bit more in here, but it's so bright that it kind of drowns out the light in the camera. Oh, the next dryer stopped. That's my nephew's white things. I think I'll fold those up before they go getting wrinkled. My big nephew, not the little ones. These are my great nephews, the little ones are. But the big nephew's been so kind to just let me have his room again. I mean, he said it's too hot for him, so there's reason for it, but still it's very kind to let me have a space that makes me feel like I'm not just in the way.
So she has said that this nephew, the big one, which is her niece's brother, okay, he works, I guess he goes out of town for work, weeks at a time, She said he pays most of the bills, he pays the mortgage, all these things. Well, when he goes away to work, she's been sleeping in his room, right? And then when he comes home for a couple days or whatever, she leaves the room, and I don't know where she goes to sleep. But you know, if you have a room that is yours and you're paying most of the fucking bills, who wants somebody coming and staying in their fucking room when they're not there? I guess he did tell her just take the fucking room.
It always makes me feel good to be able to take care of everybody and help everyone. Until it doesn't, because they see all that help as that it's useless or senseless. That happens after a while. They become accustomed to not having to do those things, and so it's like they forget what it was like. Not these, but you know, it happens. It has happened at places that I've stayed. That it just is overlooked of that it is helpful at all. So that's usually whenever I'm trying to prepare to move along. But for right now, it's very appreciated, and so I like doing it. Once they don't appreciate it, I don't like doing it anymore. Hi, Ras. I'm doing pretty good. Stop and see if I have comments to answer. As long as it's nurturing and appreciated, then I love to help. Once it starts to not be appreciated, then not so much. Kind of makes me get down and depressed about doing it like it's a chore rather than helpful. And right now everything is appreciated, so it's a good time to do it. Used to feel that way whenever I had a husband and stuff too, like getting everything done, making sure he came home and didn't have to do any of the house stuff. I'm pretty handy with tools and stuff, so you never had to fix anything. I was the one to work on the cars as well. I take all the trash out, scoop up all the dog poo in the yards if there is. I don't usually let them have to do anything. Shoot, I had my husband's clothes picked out, bath water ran. I did those type of things. By choice, but until I didn't. Until it was overlooked and it was just... So everybody does that. No, everybody doesn't do those things. Nope, everybody doesn't make sure you're off work once you get home and you don't have to keep doing things. Nope, I never ever had them do the dishes and stuff like that. Reciprocal came a different form at my house. If we're both working, then that's how it went. Everybody did everything. We both went out to work, then we both are going to clean up the house and do the chores at the house. So there were many options. Until I hurt my back, and then the options got thin. And once I was going through spine surgeries and such, then there were a different set of options. My grandmother used to do it an entirely different way. She always worked at the hospital as an emergency room nurse. But she had everything always done. She was like a superwoman. Handled it all. I think it was because she was like type of Buddhist. She never let the things bother her too much. I don't think anybody in my family had the same religion. Everybody had a different view of the creator, or if there was one, or what magic was. Some were natural magic, others were a Wiccan type magic. So I've had a lot of different experiences through life and interacting with my family alone. So I just have a respect for overall for everyone and their views and beliefs, as long as it's not going out and harming someone that doesn't need to be corrected in that form. Like no innocent, no vulnerables. Oh, look at that shirt, so cute. Go ahead and tap the screen while you're in here. I don't have very many likes yet. It'll help push me out on that algorithm. Thank you so much for that heart me. I appreciate and seeing that. Big Buddy, thank you so much. Just trying to get some of this housework done before I start my new job tomorrow. Figured I'd spend some time on here with my friends, TikTok friends, while I have a chance, because tomorrow I'm not going to be able to do that at the Burger Barn. And no, that's not the name of the place. It's just what I've nicknamed it so that I can be on here and talk about it without getting in trouble before the first day I go to work. Usually I'm just sitting there looking really pretty, but today I have to actually get stuff done. Get everybody caught up before I'm at work too, and then we start sliding behind.
So now you heard her say this is not things that she's supposed to be doing. She's doing these because she wants to. So when she claims that she's the nanny and she's doing this and she's doing that, no wonder she's not getting paid. She's not supposed to be doing it. She's doing it because she wants to. Which, some people don't like people washing their clothes or digging in their clothes and, doing certain things. So this may be an irritation to the niece. Who knows? But there's obviously something going on, because Tracy's said the night before when she ate dinner by herself, she's feeling a little unwanted.
I got the boys watching Bear Grylls, Man vs. Wild. Since I don't have to go live it anymore, maybe the next generation could learn a few things before they may be out there one day. Some of us have those skills built on board. I don't know, I haven't jumped out of a helicopter yet, so that's still on my bucket list. Broken spine or not, I'm gonna do it one day. Right into the water, just like they did on today's episode. He had the girl Captain America out there, and she did not look like such a badass out in the wild like she did on camera for that movie. I don't even think they were staying the night out there. I think they were just doing a 4-mile hike through an island. I was like, come on, you gotta at least stay the night. That's whenever all the fun things happen. You get to encounter with all the creatures and learn how to do your own fire and cook your own food. And on an island, that sounds awesome. I would love to do that. She even got a machete. I didn't have one of those. I need to get one of those next time I go out. And there will be a next time. I'm not done with camping and sleeping out in the wilderness. I actually like and prefer to be one with nature than to always be stuck in a home. Although it would be nice to have a home of my own to be stuck in if I chose. One day, goals. You gotta have goals in life. It'd be nice to have a home to choose to go camping from. Okay. Go get the boys' food going. Push all them socks over there till later. I promise they're not going in a sock basket. I'll match them. So later, after she gets home with the boys, I'm gonna walk over there and in person find out if what time my schedule is for tomorrow. Make sure they're still hiring me and they haven't changed their mind. But whenever I went over there, they said yes, we could use you and you'll start on this day. So let's make sure they didn't change their mind yet. And go today before I'm supposed to be there tomorrow. They kind of left that open-ended when they hired me. So I guess I'm supposed to be checking back in and it's my responsibility. I can take that. I'm responsible. I'm a responsible. Okay, last towel. I think I'm going to use this one in the kitchen right now. See if I can carry the whole stand in here while I go make them some spaghetti. Well, not make it, I'm just warming it up. Okay. Make sure I can't see the refrigerator with their pictures on it. They want to get me in trouble. You know, there's biscuits and gravy too. There's biscuits and gravy. You want spaghetti still? Okay. You want toast with it or bread and butter? Which one, toast or bread and butter? You want toast or do you want bread and butter? Oh, baby. What? Oh man, what is this? You're showing how disgusting of a person you are. Please go away. We don't do that here. We deal with children here. And whenever I hit block, it wants to know if I want to block the word happy, not the word dildo. That makes sense, TikTok. How rude. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. I don't know why you called me Ma, but I'm not your Ma. I am somebody's Ma. I'm lots of somebody's moms. Just not yours. And then you can't insult me by that because Ma is the nurturer. And I know what a nurturer is. It's my favorite thing to be. Most important, or else you wouldn't exist if there were not nurturers. It's how we're all birthed here. Oh no, Alexa, skip this. I don't do that. Alexa, turn down too. Christian, do you want that stinky cheese on it? Okay. Let me move these things over to the side so you guys can sit at the table. Christian, yours is done, hun. Try to make it where I can't get the kids in. Christian, come on. Make sure you touch it so that you know if it's too hot or not. You want apple juice? Okay. That's a good idea if you're wanting to watch it. Pause it. Hunter, no bread and no cheese. Do you want apple juice or what do you want to drink? Okay. All right, honey, yours is at the table too. Oh, that's funny. How did this thing even get over the towel? Come on, Hunter. Okay, they're set down. Are you a single mother? I'm not. I'm a nanny. Great aunt. And so right now is lunchtime, so I was getting laundry done before the... Hey, 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 hey! No, we're not. No, we're not. We are absolutely not going to argue and fight over lunch.
No, I'm not. My leg.
Your leg got caught? Okay. Is that better now? Do you have the stand? Do you need that other stand? They start school tomorrow, and I start my job tomorrow. I am single. Have you heard me once beg for money? I have a content creatorship. It's kind of what you watch whenever you go on TikTok videos. Dumbass.
Now she's going to call someone else a dumbass because they don't understand. But what is there to understand? Because a TikTok content creatorship? What exactly is it that she's trying to say that she has? So a TikTok content creatorship is what anyone on TikTok does when they post videos, okay? To actually be in a TikTok rewards program, okay, which you get paid and stuff like that, you need 10,000 followers. She does not have that, has never had that. Or 100,000 views in 30 days, which again, does not have. So, of course, she is a TikTok creator, right? Which everyone is. There's no different what Tracy is doing from what everyone else is doing. Okay? So, but whoever she's talking to is stupid.
Are you begging for money, honey? Now, if you would like to donate, you can find all that over there in my bio, or you can hit some of these gifts up here. They call them stickers. If you're new to TikTok and you don't know how that works, you just find the sticker gallery because it's not begging when the site lets you. It's kind of what it's about. If you're not afraid, turn the camera on, baby.
Yeah, the site allows you to ask for gifts to a certain extent, okay? But as far as asking for donations and go find my info in the bio where you can send me money, no, you're not supposed to be doing that, honey.
If you're too afraid, stop knocking down those of us that aren't. What I am doing is I'm showing what my daily life is about, what I do around here. So right now I've got a sink of dishes so that I'm not over there folding laundry where the boys are and putting their face on camera. I think we could, how am I supposed to do that? So what I'm going to do is just kind of catch up these dishes while they're over there taking up space at the table where I'm trying to do laundry. Okay. These are dishes that happened since 9 last night. That's whenever I did the last one. So as you have a family, you kind of do a lot of freaking dishes. More than you would realize. especially if they're home all day and they don't go to school and such like that. Yesterday was a weekend, so we had a family barbecue and stuff. There was a lot of dishes after yesterday. But I caught them up last night, and these are just since 9 p.m. Maybe, a lot of people aren't aware of how many things there are to taking care of a family inside of a house and keeping it clean. You have to stay pretty motivated to do it. And since you do it the same things every single day, it gets easy to fall out of motivation for doing these things. So stop shaming those mamas that are just tired and having a hard time. A lot of them are going to work and trying to do the home life too, and then it's just hard. Or daddies, their daddies doing it too. Once you break apart that family network, it gets harder because then you're kind of one-on-one and there's two houses to do all that. It's not as easy as it seems. And I'm seasoned at this, so I make it look easy. I've been doing this stuff since I was 9 or 10. It's my favorite job. It's called the nurturer, and it's not really a job. At least that's what everybody tells me. It's one of the hardest ones I've ever done, for not being a job anyway. I like to rinse the things off that are most dirty before I put them around my sink water. That way I don't have a bunch of gross sink water I have to touch. It weirds me out to touch a bunch of yuck. It's nice to have a garbage disposal in a kitchen though. I haven't had that before. And it definitely has a dishwasher, but I'm not so great at that either.
Now, she claimed that because she had went live for like 15 minutes at 6 a.m., okay? And I didn't post that yet because it was just some stupid shit she was talking about. But, because like I said, there's 5 or 6 lives that she did. This one's 2 hours, another one is like an hour and a half, another one's like an hour. So I didn't want to cram too much of Tracy down your throat, so... But she claimed that there was just so many fucking dishes after the barbecue last night. And when people barbecue, usually there's no dishes. And she did all the dishes, and it was just so much before she went to bed last night, right? But yet, the niece's at work. The children just woke up. How the fuck is the sink full of dishes again? That's odd.
So do I take a break right now while those are in there searching and the boys are making more dishes for me? Thank you so much, Gary. Maybe I should just go ahead and get some done. We'll see. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Are y'all about done with that? You want more? I can do that. You want more spaghetti? No bread? No bread?
Yeah, no bread.
Okay. Ooh, what was that? That your show? With the siren? Kiddos? Hunter?
Yeah.
Was that your show that had the siren on it?
No.
No? Oh, it's Monday. It might be the sirens outside. Yep. Tornado sirens on Mondays.
Okay, that was it.
Well, I definitely just made a mess of that. I'm back for a second. I'm a vendor here. Legal business. I didn't do nothing wrong. I deny all these allegations. Hi, Ashley. I'm getting a little sidetracked right now because the boys wanted more lunch, so let me handle that and then I'll be right back on camera. Why do I keep making a mess out of this?
Oh, that's what
Of course I am. All right, we have blue. You have purple?
I'm gonna wait a little bit because.
It shouldn't be too hot. Touch it and you'll know if it's hot or not.
Yup, it's really hot.
Okay. Just touch it with your finger before you do your tongue. Alright, do you need more apple juice?
No.
No, you have honey. You're almost out, Kristen. Do you want some more apple juice, Kristen? You want more apple juice? No? Okay, here's some napkins. Betty's getting everywhere. Okay, let me clean this up. Guess I better wipe the counter down. Okay, back over here. All right, let's see. Catch up and see if I found any or if I had any messages. Yeah, so soon the boys are going back to school tomorrow. I start at the Burger Barn tomorrow, and hopefully I can stay there at least long enough to make a couple paychecks to get me another minivan before my usefulness is over here and I need to take off. But one step at a time, I'm really trying to make sure that I don't overstay my welcome so that I can continue to see the kids grow up and not leave with any, hard feelings or animosity between.
See, this is a pattern with Tracy. Wherever she goes, she wears out her welcome. And I think because she kind of touched on it the other day, she wasn't asked to come there and be a nanny. She said it the other day. She said that they were talking, and she said, well, I could use a place to stay. And then the niece said, well, you could come here and watch the boys. So she wasn't asked to come there like she made out when she was in the camper. Remember? Oh, well, a family member needs me to come and, take care, watch their boys for them while they work. She slipped up and said that the other day. She mentioned to the niece that she kind of needed a place to stay. And the niece said, well, you can come here and help me out with the boys. And that's how that went down. So now I think, they probably wanted her to kind of look after the boys while they worked or ran errands or whatever. And Tracy has come in and basically took over the fucking house. Doing this, doing that, and Tracy sees it as being helpful, and it probably is to a certain extent. But when you start digging into your fucking clothes and your underwear and things like that, and washing them and folding them and putting them away, you're kind of like overstepping your bounds there. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you've got this big ass dog that she still has not given a bath, groomed, or anything. And you've got it up on the sofa, you've got it, all in the house. And, it's kind of overwhelming to certain people sometimes when you just come in with a big dog and just fucking take over your house.
Anybody right now, there's nothing like that been said. I just know that is an option with all the places that I've been over time. Go ahead and plug up this one. So once I get them lunch things, I try to catch up on some of these dishes, or all of them if there isn't any, but right now there's quite a few. So at least some of them, that way I'm not behind whenever I go back to doing the laundry. It's been the weekend, so things get a little bit behind over the weekend time. I don't do a lot of this on the weekend. I do dishes, but not the laundry or vacuuming or things like that. I just take those as my days off. And then Mondays, I usually start back doing this stuff. But tomorrow is my last day doing nanny like this for full time and house cleaning, keeping for full time. And I start that part-time job, hopefully part-time, at the burger place. And then I should be off by 3 p.m. to help with the boys after school. So it's not like I'm totally not doing this anymore. I'll just be doing less hours of this plus that. I wish it was anything else. Vegetarians have no business being a burger flipper. But I'm going to give it a try, that's for sure. Anything is going to help me get closer to my goal of being able to get myself a van. And a little bit steps onto my own feet again. I'm kind of hoping to get the van before winter hits because I want to go back down home to Texas and find out what happened down there with my grandparents passing because I never heard anything back. So I'm going to go ahead and see the courthouse down there and bypass the family real quick. But as soon as I start working, that puts my social number back in the system of where I am. And this bank here happens to be the same bank that we had in my childhood as my parents and grandparents had. So I'm hoping that the lines will all start to connect. Why are you laying down at the table, honey? Why? Huh? Well, maybe you could do that in the living room so I could clean up your lunch mess. You're just watching that phone right now? Are y'all still watching a movie? Okay, hon. Alright, just leave it there and I'll clean it up. Because I have the sink already filled up so you can't really rinse it or anything right now.
Is the microphone on the phone?
Can we fight about it in like 10 minutes instead?
No, I'm just asking.
I understand, but it's going to be a battle whenever I take it from him and give it to you. So can we fight about that in 10 minutes? I'm not saying it's not your turn. I'm saying I'm too busy to fight right now. As long as I have these sinks already filled up, whenever I get a second, I can run back over here and start doing more dishes when I'm like have a break from the laundry and cleaning up the table and stuff from the kids. Are you still eating, Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
You are? Get your butt down. No flying. Hey, you got sent to your room earlier. You'll get sent to your room again. How about we stop fighting? Bella likes when they don't finish all their lunches, then she gets the leftovers. She's like, ooh, I get up and get this. If I don't rinse the plate, the spaghetti sauce will stick to the plate and it's even harder to get off. Says a mom sharing her life journey and future plans. Not a nanny. AI, you're getting lost. There's also a disgusting person that has come in while I haven't been able to see the comments. The bet you are now blocked. What a nasty person. So I don't subscribe to the sex culture and stuff. Are they excited for school to start? Kind of, a little bit. One of them is very excited and the other one's like, I don't know. There's one that's like a mommy's boy, and so he's like always home and he doesn't really like to go far from mom. So that's going to be a big thing to send him back to school and see how that goes. He'll be like, I'm going to tell my mommy, I don't care. You're supposed to be doing this. Are you done?
Nope.
Well, can you get done before I take that from you and give it to your brother? It is his turn now.
Yep.
You've had it the entire morning.
Yep.
I'm surprised he waited this long. Oh. What did you do here? How'd you get that much from the plate onto the table?
I don't know.
You don't know. Bella doesn't like it.
Bella, you okay?
She doesn't like the spaghetti.
Stop. You okay, Bubba?
All right, you done? Knock the rest of that off. Oh, I scared you. I didn't mean to scare you, Bella. Okay. So back to laundry. I need to get the ones out of the dryer before they get all wrinkled. Sorry, Tracy. I have never been good public speaker. I didn't ask you to public speak, Judith. Did I? I don't think I did. Me either. I'm just going about my day and talking about it while I'm doing it. So we'll see how far that gets me. Right now, I need to check this dryer out. Oh, yeah. That all feels like it's done, except one towel that I put in there for dampness. It's new to me to carry the phone everywhere. Even if it's on a stand, it's kind of like pick it up and carry it. Pick it up and carry it. I need to wipe off this table before I'm ready to do white laundry on it. Boys, your cups are in here on the counter. Oh, team match. I don't do those things. I'm trying to clean, man. Trying to clean. I don't have time to sit there. Have to get it ready to put some white clothes on it, and the boys just ate spaghetti, so if I go making a mistake, then there's spaghetti sauce on everybody's white t-shirts. I know, house cleaning doesn't sound as complicated as it is. Motherhood seemed easy to me too whenever I thought about it at 16, and then it wasn't as easy as I thought. But then again, this isn't motherhood, this is nanny. I need to keep all these clothes separate from those clothes. One is my nephew's clothes and one is the other little kids and their mom, my niece. Okay. All right, let me try to catch up. Oh, I'm all caught up. Nobody said anything. Tap the screen if you come in here and you find that I am not as lazy as you once thought I was. She likes to do that job just so she could sit on her butt. Well, not exactly. But when my back is hurting, I like that it gives me the option to do that. It does work with me instead of against me to be a nanny. Now tomorrow we're going to find out how much it works with me or against me to work at the burger barn. Oh, these are still pretty wrinkled. Every time I snap the clothes like that, Bella gets scared. She's like, nope. That was definitely a firework. I know I heard a firework, Mom. If I had an ironing board and an iron here, I would go ahead and iron these out. Yes, I'm pretty good at that too. We had church growing up 4 times a week, and I was the oldest daughter of 6 kids usually, but then we got foster kids, so then 8 kids. And at my mom's house, that had 2 more kids, and then my little brother that died, of course. We're not going to forget about John. So that's all together. I was the oldest girl of 11 by the end of it all. So I have been playing mom for quite a while, or nanny, whichever you want to call it. A lot of people don't like the crease down the front. They haven't seemed to care, so I do it this way instead of the harder way, which would be to do a shirt in thirds. This is instead in 2s. My nephew works on the road doing construction stuff and basements, weatherproofing basements. And so he has a lot of white socks and white t-shirts when he gets back. He's gone usually for a month or so. And when he comes back, usually he takes his room back, and I cleaned it all out, but he said it's too hot in there, so he couldn't sleep in there until he gets one of those, I forget what he called it, a split air conditioner, a mini split or something. Once he gets one of those in there, then he's probably going to take his room back. But right now I get to keep the bedroom, which is exciting for me and also makes me feel like I'm a burden and in the way. You know. So at the barbecue, I was like, it reminded me, I was so disappointed that the person I was going to be talking to or meeting was not able to come, or wasn't gotten a hold of, one or the other, but they didn't come anyway, is the moral of it. And then I was like listening to the guys that were there talking, and they're like, hey, she's cute. You could probably get both of them at the same time. And then that just reminded me why I went on this spiritual journey and why I've been celibate and single for so many years. Is I despise. I can use the harshest word that I could ever think of and put it in this sentence of how much I hate this sex culture. And I just despise that that's what our daughters and kids are looking forward to, that men have turned into that, and that the girls are going for it too, because they definitely do that as well. That nobody looks at a partnership as something to value anymore. It's just a conquest to go and see how many you can get in there at a time, and how quick you can get someone, rather than this is the person, this is what I would want for my ideal partner, or my soul bond. It's not a soul bond anymore. It's a conquest. And so I'm not in a hurry, I guess. If that's all that's out there to offer lately, I'm not in a hurry. I would rather be alone than to ever in my life have to deal with another partner that's still out on this conquest of how many he can nail. Yep. See, it's disgusting things like that that'll keep you from being available to the right person. To each their own. Not everyone is that way. Correct. But like I said, I've been celibate for about 3 years now and single because so many are that way. The ones that are approaching me are not the value your partner types. At least since I've been chatting and talking to people, I have not been approached by anyone that has made that apparently clear or abundantly clear. I'm not saying that there aren't any out there. I'm saying that I'm definitely waiting for that type rather than settling for the scoundrel type. Not that all are. I'm not demonizing any gender or institutions or communities in a whole, because none of anything is all the same unless it's a manufactured product. And people don't usually come manufactured, although I have been reading and studying a lot about cloning now, because that wasn't coming across my view before this year. I mean, I knew about, like, they did it with animals and had succeeded, but there's a lot of information out now suggesting that they have progressed past doing this with animals. And I was curious enough to want to know, because I don't believe that if it is not naturally done, that you can create a soul. Maybe you can create a being, a body, a vessel, but I don't believe that you would be able to create a soul, because only the natural creator would be able to break off a part of themselves to make this soul be a soul bond. I think the kids keep trying to get into the camera, and I'm like, nope, can't do that. Lots of things go on my mind. It was like team match again, and I don't do team matches. I don't know anything about that. Today is really nice. It's not a day that's over 100 degrees, and we finally got a little bit of rain this morning. That was cool because we've been needing it for like 3 weeks. We haven't had rain, maybe even 4. All the grass started to turn brown and the bushes and stuff outside. It was so bad I was out there praying for it. Come on, Creator, water this stuff. Nature needs you. So yeah, this is basically what I do. It's not a lot of getting to sit on a couch on your butt all day. Matter of fact, I've been up doing this for 4 hours now. I took a seat to drink my coffee after I made them breakfast. But since then, I have not been able to sit. I like that all his socks are about the same so that you can just match them up really easy. Makes my job easier. I had the kids watching like Man vs. Wild earlier. That was good experience instead of them flipping those YouTube shorts. I think those are mindless and they lower their IQ watching hours and hours of that. Let's see if we can prank the drive-thrus. Or these stupid puppets, and one of them has a pencil up his nose. Those are not child appropriate, by the way. Not at all.
That puppet she's talking about is called Jeffy. And it's more, I agree, that is more puppet stuff, comic for adults, not kids.
I definitely was listening to that going, nope, nope, nope. And then their mom was listening to it going, nope, we're not doing that no more. So at least we agreed on that. I was like, if you're watching that, it's when your mom's here. You're not watching it with me here. I don't want to lower my IQ anymore. Okay. Check out how many socks that is. Wow. That's a lot of socks. I need a job at a laundromat because I'm really good at this. Too bad there isn't one just around. Goodbye.
So she didn't even ask that kid what he wanted, why he walked into the room, anything. Just looked up at him and said goodbye. Because she's on live. She couldn't have mute. I mean, she doesn't even mute when she talks to him. You know? When she was asking them about eating and all like that. I mean, she could have muted. She's already said the niece does not want them on camera.
Look how many disgusting people there are in this world. You nasty, raunchy butt. Somebody's doing laundry and you think that they deserve to interact with you doing that. Not really. Yeah, like a rain dance. Damn, those people just make my whole stomach turn. Yeah. I don't even like it. Like, there are adults close by that will talk about moaning adults in front of 7-year-old kids.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. And this is probably another big reason why she's starting to feel unwanted there. Because I think that she may be, she's going to act like she doesn't like the things that the boyfriend says. But I think Tracy may be a little jealous. I think maybe she thought there was going to be some bonding going on between her and her niece. And her niece, it seems, is either at work or with her new boyfriend. And I don't think Tracy's liking that very much, because Tracy has said quite often here lately that she wants a boyfriend or a friend or whatever. And I think that that may be a big issue as well on Tracy's part.
Nope. If you wouldn't want it out there in the public that you do that type of thing around children, then you shouldn't do it around children. And so I don't approve of what all adults will talk about. I do find a finite line of personal space. It's not that I'm some gospel prude, I'm not, but there is a time and space for these things. And this perversion has been put in billboards all over the movies and shows, even kids' shows. So I don't agree with those things at all. And
Now, I don't agree with it either, right? Certain things should not be talked about in front of children, especially 7-year-old children, okay? But, it's not her house, and it's not her kids. So if it bothered her, then maybe she should have pulled the niece and the boyfriend to the side and said something to them. You know, maybe you guys should not talk about that in front of the kids, blah, blah, blah. No, instead, she comes to the internet and talks about them and what they're talking about.
I have a right to my opinion about those things as much as the person who thinks that they should be doing that in front of. See, when our children grow up, then these are ways that they expect that they should be acting with their partner, or a young lady, it's a way that they think that their partner should be able to treat them, rather than giving them guidelines of respect for each other and how you would want to be treated.
But she said that she helped raise this niece. So you didn't help enforce those guidelines of how she should be treated and talked to?
I think that would be much better than, I mean, you don't have to be a prude to think that in public spaces, at minimum, you should be held to a higher respect and honor, and then keep that danky stuff, for behind the door. Not everybody, I mean, I know of a lot of guys that would not like their wife going around, yeah, baby, hit me with that 3 inches you got. But he'll be out there like he's big man smacking somebody like, oh yeah, I'm the man. But, if it was all to come to light, wouldn't be excited about it. I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit more private about what I do between a partner and myself. And definitely not around the children's ears. But I know that I am that way, and so I definitely need to make sure I'm watching my P's and Q's and getting my things ready to vacate the space. For when things like that are coming about.
Look, I'm not even.
Well, you got your brother's balloon now?
Yeah. Because he popped mine.
You need to get away from the camera. Huh? Just don't walk in front of the camera. It's not that hard to stay back out of it. It's only facing one direction. That's right where I'm standing.
I can, I'm gonna go.
No, I didn't. I hit them and put them up. I don't even know where I hid them. Nope. I don't even know where I put them. I did not say you could.
You did. You said
No, I did not.
yes, just stay out of the camera.
No, I didn't. I said get out of the camera. I did not say yes. And I don't know where I put. I don't remember.
If I know where you put them.
Excuse yourself. Out of here.
If I know where you
Excuse yourself out of here. I'm not gonna argue about it. Not gonna argue about it. You wait until after I'm done and then I will look for it. First, let me get done with what I'm doing. One thing at a time. No overloading each other. Trying to get all these socks matched up as closely as possible. I think they're different sizes because some of them are different heights. Like, see, that's about that much longer. But they all look the same. Thank you so much, Mick. You too. Have a good day. They want balloons. Yes, very much so. Appropriateness should count for something. And then he got mad when asking me if what I think about him. I'm like, you're dating my niece, and I would never date a man like you. And he says, why? I'm like, because you're like the epitome of the male macho. I must control it all. And I don't deal with that. That's like my dad. I would never date my dad.
But isn't that funny that when she first came there to stay, she just couldn't stop talking how nice of a guy he was. He came over and surprised the niece by cutting the lawn and weed eating and all the things. He was such a nice guy, and now she doesn't care for him. See, probably what it is she had said before he's a new boyfriend, so I think she had only maybe been with him a few months before Tracy came, I think is what she said. And so she probably doesn't like him around. Like I said, he doesn't live there, and the niece probably spends her free time with him or at his place, and then they go places. Tracy has said before that they go places on the weekends and stuff, and Tracy's all alone. No Tracy niece time, so Tracy's probably going to try to cause a wedge between the boyfriend and the niece so that she can either A, stay there, or get rid of him.
I would never date the person that is like my dad. And he got insulted by it, and I'm like, you're just not my type. Plus, you don't have a motorcycle. Yeah. But I mean, if everybody was everyone's type, then we would all be fighting over the same person, right? Yeah, anybody that could potty mouth like that around the kids about the bedroom details, not a chance. Anybody that ever put their hand on my daughter like that, smacking her butt, nope. Me and you are going to go rounds, and I'm probably going to deck you, but this is not mine. Yeah. Nope. I have boundaries, and I enforce those. But we don't all have the same ones, so I don't expect my boundaries to be everyone's. I'm welcomed into a space, and so I guess there are limits to that, even though, because there are things I would definitely stand up and throw a fit about and put a foot down about. But it didn't hit those limits. It's just speaking. However, I would still rather be homeless than to deal with things like that happening. Yeah, the antics. Yeah. We all have our own boundaries set, and mine are pretty high standards, I guess, of how to treat one another respectfully and how to teach our next generation to accept or be treated. And it may have come because at one point I let my kids see me being treated wrong, and that to me is probably why they went on to have some of the relationships that they had as adults. Even if not, I will still lay that guilt on myself because I didn't know better than to accept that. Well, I'm getting close to the end of these socks matching. I want to get the heel of the sock down in the elastic part, because then it stretches it out. So just the cuff. What's wrong, Bella? You want to come in here? Come on. What's wrong? Why you look sad and like that? Sometimes she thinks the boys are a lot. They have a lot of energy. So she likes to try to get away from them and find her own little space. These beautiful things that I've got. Oh, I haven't even gotten that many likes, but I did get 626 on my likes, and that was cool because that's my numbers on my name on here too. So it matched my name, 626. That's the day I changed my name. It used to be Liberty and Justice for All. That's my belief that we should have here in America for everyone. Uh-oh. I'm left with socks that aren't matching. What's up? What's up with that? Oh no. Oh, there's a few over here. I guess I had some with the other loads I was doing. But now that I see what his socks look like again, I can match all those together as well. I have one sock left. Yep, it doesn't match anything. Okay. Oh no. They come unstuck, baby, running back to the river tide, taken away to the dark side. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause... Alright, back on regular laundry, I guess. Well, maybe I should take a break from laundry and go get those dishes finished up. Exactly, when you know better, you do better. So far I've got this much, oops, I hit the chair, that much laundry and socks folded. And not quite enough dishes done. Give me a second here. Oh, I left the dryer open. Let me throw this other load in the dryer. Alexa, turn it up too. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat. Okay, back to this stuff. Check my things. Hello, X-Pack 217. Oh, I love, there's my song. Turn it up, Alexa, turn it up too. I think Alexa is making a file on my songs now. You know, I heard there's a study that once you get older, Alexa, turn it down too. Once you get older, you're supposed to stop liking new music. It's a sign of your age, so I guess I'm just aging backwards all the way around. There's no getting older when you're me. I know some of y'all that come in here know my age, but if you haven't been in here, go ahead and guess. I won't be insulted. Maybe I'll be a little insulted, but I don't know you, so it's not like I can take it out on you. See how good you are. Oh, thank you for the roses. Oh, that didn't turn out well. Let me try again. Make somebody sick with that much detergent on there. Maybe this time I'll actually get the dishes all done so I don't have to come back over here for the relay race and I can stick to laundry. see. Have about an hour before the kids start wanting big snacks. Right now they'll start asking in about 20 minutes for small snacks like chips and crackers and things like that. I did want to go do the shower curtain. It was looking like it needed a little bit of help. Clean that off today. I know everybody that's seen me over at my daughter's house, they're like, she's just sitting there taking advantage of her. Oh my goodness, that poor dear. But no, I kind of do this stuff. This is what I do. I worry about them fools over at CPS taking another one of my kids, my grandkids, and us never being able to see them again, like my grandson Ryan. So I never want to see that happen to somebody where I am. So I go ahead and take on that extra bulk so that that can never ever happen. I'll get down and scrub the floor on my hands and knees, make sure everything behind everywhere is cleaned up. This place is always pretty clean, so you don't have to do a lot of that here. There's not a bunch of catching up, it's just keeping it there. But like I said, I've been doing this since 10 this morning and I haven't sat down yet. So it's catching up after the weekend with the laundry and stuff. Mondays are usually a busy day of catch up. But the rest of the week isn't usually as tough as Monday. And now that everybody's going back to school, nobody will be here during the daytime, so we won't have like the lunch dishes. I think we still have breakfast dishes, because one of the boys doesn't like to eat breakfast at school, so I think there's still breakfast time here. But I'll be getting the boys to school before I get a chance to sit down, have my coffee, and then I go to work. This is how it's supposed to work as long as I can handle the job at the Burger Barn. But I'll be going over to work then and getting off before 3 so that I can catch them getting home at 3:10. So hopefully it all works out. Not too much of a hassle to do all of it. Yeah, I love these songs. It's got my playlist locked down, and it took me about 2 months before I'd even tell Alexa my name. She's like, let's start you a profile on here. I'm like, no, you listening device, you don't get my name. I gave in. She has better music if I give in. I like the mood music. I can still hear the kids and get the stuff done. It's got enough tempo that I'm moving. I do like 80s music. I like country a lot. There's rap. I like rap, but I like rap like LL Cool J and Run DMC and, you know, rap from back in the day. And so I did used to go to all the Snoop Dogg concerts, and I did sneak my niece to her first Snoop Dogg concert back in the day. But I'm not so kind of thing anymore. Well, I haven't had a reason to be lately. I would still go to, I don't know, probably 21 Pilots and, you know, along that genre. Definitely Uncle Kracker. It has always been one of my favorites. My ex was all about Kid Rock, and so I would make him agree, okay, if I go to your Kid Rock thing, then we get to go to a Cracker concert. I've been to Stained, way back in the day, Biohazard, Pantera, so a very wide variety of music. Is that your phone? Okay. Sounded like a grown man in there. I'm like, no, you don't. Okay. Dish is all done. Kitchen is cleaned up. Until the next time that I need to feed them. Okay, I should sit down and take a break, but laundry is calling me. Once I'm done with everything, don't get it wrong. Once I'm done with everything, then I sit down and take a plenty of break. It's just usually after I have the chores done, so that at the end of the day, right before mom is going to come home from work and she's had a busy, hard day all day, then I can jump up about 30, 40 minutes before, clean up the kids' toys, vacuum the floor, straighten up the couch, because one of them thinks that he's Superman, and so he flies. It's an L sectional. He flies from one corner all the way to the other side, and he's getting great distance at this no. He's not supposed to be doing this, but I definitely see it happening all the time. I still see it happening all the time, so I catch him all the time. I get to live here, so of course I don't pay electric or food. Most of my food is covered unless there's things that I like. Then I get those things for myself. Some people help donate on here, like for stickers, or they go to my bio and just donate directly, so that I'm not just getting 37%, 36%, or I get paid $20 a week to do this work. And now the boys are going back to school, so there won't be so much hard work to do during the day. And I'll be working at the Burger Barn, which probably pays more than this. Hopefully, I can do that job and be on my feet constantly. But like I said, Monday is the hardest day because you're catching up from the weekends. Yeah, she doesn't rent here. Yes, she's this is on mortgage because she's buying her own home. And it's my niece, so I would really like to see them prosper and succeed in this. Do you know how high a sitter is? Because I took over for the sitter. So it's a fair trade. If I had to pay all that, not her, I don't understand what you mean. Oh, if it was me paying all of it, it wouldn't be an option. I wouldn't do it. Instead, I would invest my money in a minivan and I would just live in it. I don't need a 2-story house with 4 bedrooms. I don't have as many materialistic needs as most people do. I really am doing all of this for the place to stay and to help give back where I am also helped and appreciated. That's how the world should go around, is that we help and appreciate one another when we can, where we can. But yeah, I would definitely, at these rates, not select to have a 4-bedroom house with all of the ins and outs of that. Especially if I'm living alone and it's just me, I wouldn't. Are you boys fighting? Please stop. No flying. No flying. They were just laying on the floor watching a video together, all nice and fine, but it's two boys. And so I said that on camera. They must have heard me, and now they're up flying across the couch and wrestling around. I have to go in there and put down my strict grandma thing and be like, okay, no electronics for the next 45 minutes. I'm probably going to have to get off here soon because they're definitely getting bored without me interacting with them. And I'm on here interacting instead. I can see that as being an issue. That's why I haven't done that much since I've been nannying here. Normally I'm like tending to them and I jump on live whenever I am done with them. Their mom gets home and takes over. Then I get on my lives, or the days off that I have, I usually got on live. But not usually while I'm nannying. I just kind of figured since it's about time for school to go back, I can quell some of the rumors going around that the only reason why I do this job is so I could sit on my butt on a couch. And that could probably stop since we can see that I do actually work things. My niece works a full-time job and she works all the way in the big city, so even drive time takes forever for her. So this way she has a little extra time for herself in her personal life, and it's not all about keeping up with the kids and, you know, trying to do house stuff and do all the work stuff alone and dating, so that she has some time to spend with her interests and not just on responsibilities. Why is this shirt not lining up? Oh, I hate laundry like this. It's like a Walmart shirt that the seams are not straight on. They got twisted in the laundry or something. Okay, my OCD is going to kick in with this one, and I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes to straighten this shirt out. That way, whenever I fold it up and they wear it at school, it doesn't look like it's totally wrinkled. Some clothes are harder than others. Oh, and they start football and soccer soon. And she works all the way in town, so during practice and stuff, I might have a few extra responsibilities, like getting them ready for the practices and the games. And sometimes I might even have to get them there if it's a time when work is running a little bit later or traffic is you know, heavier. So it does take a little extra of those burdens off of her as well in the extra times. And since I've been a mom so much in my life, I kind of have the hang of knowing what to do with most of these circumstances. Or when a child is sick, there's a bigger chance that one of us will have that day off. And their dad lives just around the corner as well. He's just handling family matters right now. so I have them a little extra. I mean, the more people you can get involved in taking care of the children, the easier less burden it is on any one person's shoulders. Even though mom does carry most of the burden of you know, providing and doing those things. And she's good mom. And they like to, when she gets home and she has time to sit back and rest, she'll sit back on the couch and they'll cuddle up with her. It's very cute to be a part of. So cutesy. Let's see, 1, 2, like 2 more loads to get done. I do want to get to that shower curtain because it was driving me insane. And get it done. See, I don't know. I don't know why a man would not definitely want to date me if I would do all of the things so that they don't have to do all the things. But then again, I can't help the culture that's going on and change this stuff. Excuse me, Hunter. Get your feet down. Please stop. Hunter. The best example for the oldest brother is to what? To not do that. Okay? So please stop. Yeah. Yeah, I put in for part-time, so it's not full-time. I do have the back surgeries and injuries and things, so I'm not trying to push myself beyond my limits. I should probably rest up today, though. I guess as soon as I get done with this stuff, I'm going to take a rest today. It's 1:11 right now. Make a wish. But yeah, I should probably rest up with what time I have left. I just don't want my niece coming home from working all day and the boys being like, Mama, 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 and already overloading her, and then her also having to catch up all the things. It'd be nice to just have a break when she comes home. And I won't be able to do this all the time for her. Once I start work, I probably won't be able to keep up with all this with my standing on my feet there. It's going to take away from what I can do here to cover. So at least for one last hurrah, I will get it all taken care of. As much as I can, anyway. I know it sounds like they're getting in trouble. They probably are watching videos that they should have no business watching, and I'm going to get right on it soon. But the laughter is kind of nice, and they're not arguing and fighting, so, you know, you pick your battles. I was going to get all OCD over this shirt, but it's Venom. It probably looks better if it's messed up. Uh-oh, I might have to put some of this laundry over. The towers of laundry are starting to lean and fall. Oh, my legs are hurting. think so far I'm down 3 loads. Yeah, I've got 3 loads done right now. Caught up, folded, and I have 1, 2, 3 loads to go. My nephew came home, and so I just folded up his t-shirts and socks too. Usually I wouldn't have that. It's like a little bonus to say, I love you, thank you for not taking my bedroom. She's looking for a new job. Aw. Yeah, she really does seem to appreciate what I do. That's why that's why I don't mind putting in the extra work doing it, you know. Whenever it's appreciated, you get that energy boost from it. It's like a reciprocal energy. I do the work, she appreciates it, it feeds me because I'm like, oh, she loved it. Instead of like, nobody even noticed the things I did today. Like I worked my ass off 5 hours straight doing this stuff and nobody notices, but she does. She really does. So I enjoy doing it for her. There's a difference whenever you're appreciated and you're not. An energy exchange. I like to explain that to my spiritual peeps. If you're not being respected and appreciated, then your energy is just going to them and you're getting no reciprocation back. And that's not a good way to do it, you know. I think I forgot which one of them is the Sonic pajamas. We'll see if I got it right or not. Oh, what is this? Oh, look, it's just a person for no reason being rude. That shows your ass, not anybody else's. There we go, I erased it. Hello, Lisa Strong, how are you doing? I'm glad you came in today. Yeah, Bonnie, I knew what it's like. Tomorrow's my first day at the Burger Barn, so I'm a little nervous about it. Excuse you! No, you're not putting him in a headlock. Stop. You know what? Y'all been in there doing that? Get up and find it. Clean up your mess while you're at it. Look at all... You better not fly across that couch again. I will take every electronic from you. If you teach your little brother to do that one more time and you're the lead of it, I'm taking every electronic from you. It's not funny. Gotta get that grandma voice out. I already put those back, put them back. Get out of the drawers. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to get out here and off here and go crack my whip. Be like, pachow! Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. I've spent enough time on here. Love you guys, and I will see you here in a little bit later. I'm going to go take care of this, clean up the living room, and make them stop flying from one side of the couch to the other side of the couch by putting them in timeout. And so that's going to cause a battle. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, you too. I'll be back. Thank you, Gina.
Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Catch you on the next one.